Welcome back, guys, for more Middle-earth Timberborn, and I've got to tell you, I'm not happy. I got another email from the Tolkien family. This one says, Dear Skystorm channel, grats on finishing Minas Tirith, open bracket, lol, just joking, close bracket, cheek. And then it says, please find attached something you may find interesting. Do you want to see it? Yeah. Peace, have a look at this. They sent me this. Cheeky like, really? I'm gonna start a Harry Potter themed run. Get J.K. Rowling on the phone. Right, well, we're continuing with the Minas Tirith build. Let me bring you up to speed. We're on cycle 76, day 15. We're pretty good on everything. We've got loads of dirt. We've got loads of dynamite, extract. We're starting to get there with gears very slowly. I fixed the power lines underneath the centrifuge. The alchemists. So that's all sorted out now. The reservoir. I'm umming and ahhing about whether I just join these two together. I'm really in two minds about it. So the reservoir's kind of on hold right now, and that's okay because there's plenty to focus on with Minas Tirith. So let's get on with it. I'm just looking at what they've got left to do on this next level, and they can do so much from this level that there's virtually nothing to do. So I don't think it's worth like trying to run a tube station up there. I'm just going to throw some stairs in. And then we put the stairs up, flip it around, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all I got to do is throw a path in, boom, and then they're up there and they can finish that off. I'll do the same on the other 3 sides. That should get us completely finished, which is shocking. Look at this. They've almost finished the top. They've raced along with that. That's brilliant. I was just looking for a place for the breeding pods, and I saw this level, and I suddenly thought, well, we've done this with the builders. Doesn't it make sense to do it with the haulers as well? Yes, Sky, it absolutely does. Right, let's get the haulers moved in here. So we've currently got 5 hauling posts. So we're just going to do exactly the same again. So 4 over there, 4 over this side. And then what I'll do is I'll mark, we've currently got 1 of these marked as lowest priority. So what I'm going to do is mark probably 4, mark 4 of them as lowest priority, which now means that I can rip out these up here. So let's see, those 3 can go, boom, that one goes, boom, and that goes, boom. I can also rip out the gear factory and the plank factories. The problem is I've got a smelter there and I need these to connect. So what I'll do is I'll pause them for now. I've got the 2 dynamite. You know what? Let's go over to the Uruk bots. Dynamite. Makes sense to make dynamite here, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Let's have a look at this. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this tube station because it kind of serves very little purpose. Yeah. So let's rip out that path. So dynamite, thunder landscaping, you lemon. Explode. I'm being very harsh on myself today. I'm trying to like goad myself into doing better. It's the influence of the Tolkien family. I'm afraid they're very harsh people. What can I say? Let's get path across it. I want to redo this, right? Because we've got the tube station there, which is a really stupid place. By the way, do you notice the bots show up in the tube network blue and the regular beavers are white? That's such a cool little touch. I love that. Right, I'm going to rip out, let's see, I'm going to rip out a 5 section? Yes, a 5 section. So rip that out. Then what I want to do is grab the tube station, put the tube station there, right? I'm going to do the same on this one. So I'm going to get rid of that bit there. In fact, get rid of the tube station as well. Boom. So we center it so that they can get to both sides equally quickly. I know it's a tiny thing, but it makes me happy. Flip it around. That one goes there. What I need to do is either build out here and move these tube lines like further out, or, which I think is better, you know what, get rid of that and put that in. Cool. Or better still, I think, just bury this tube. Right, they're just finishing off the power. Awesome sauce. Good job, beavers. Right, let's blow this dynamite. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Okay, pause. So, you know what? I'm going to have to expand this terrain anyway, aren't I? That's a good point. I got to say, personally, I prefer putting platforms over it, but people have been like, keep leaving me comments. So I'm going to show you that I do know how to do it. If I get rid of those, I can put in the verticals and then I can build on top of those. I mean, personally, I prefer putting the platforms on top, but you know, whatever floats your boat. I mean, it kind of depends what you want visually. If I was doing something else, then I might want these, but explosives factories are going to go, right, that's got to be flipped around. So that one there, flip you around, that one there. You see the different look? It is a very different look. Right, I need to get this this extended, then I can put in the other two dynamite factories. But we've got two dynamite factories there now, so I can rip out the others. We don't have any dynamite there, so it's these two right here, and they can go, and that frees up. I was going to say it frees up two beavers. No, it doesn't, because I've already paused them. But it gets them out of here. That's the important thing. We are starting to have very little going on. In fact, the only stuff that I'm going to have to move into Minas Tirith at the moment is the food processing. Oh, just have a look at this. The outside of Minas Tirith is done. I've still got to add the lower level, but that part is done. Oh, cool. We can start to move on to other things now. Okay, pause the game. Let's sort out this lower level. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to change this slightly. Let's get rid of this. And yeah, you know what? Get rid of the whole thing. Get rid of the whole thing. This is going to come down, let's see, 5 tiles, which is going to be to here. So we're going to have to dynamite that to bring us down to a level, which means all of this is going to have to be dynamited as well. So let's get that laid in. Okay, cool. Once we come down to this level, we're going to come out the same as this. So we're going to come out 4. So all of this is going to have to be filled in. So let's just throw some of this in for now. Right. So that's going to come out like that. And then the final level is going to be this level now. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to come down another level, I think. Oh, no, because I do kind of want to stay at this level. I could come down another level. Actually, do you know what might be cool? It might be cool if the city kind of started lower and swept upwards. So let's change this slightly. I'm going to come out. Yeah, I'm going to come out 5 on this level, right? So come out to there, right? But yeah, we'll only come down 4. And that'll kind of give us a curve to the bottom of... Yeah, that could work very nicely. What do I want? You want the demolish tool, you lemon? See, I'm getting excited now. Get rid of that dynamite. Boom. And then, so this wants to come up a level to there. Awesome. And then we've got a drop of 4 to this level. Right. And then, so this is going to be filled in, isn't it? Yeah, this is going to be filled in. Oh dear, I do love this stuff. So that's going to come out like that. That's going to be dynamited, obviously. Let's get rid of that piece. And then this has all got to be filled in. And then we're going to come out. So if this came out 5, this is going to come out, what, 7? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's got to be at least 7. To the outer wall, which is going to be kind of sort of there-ish. Now, at this point, you may be thinking to yourself, Sky, you prize prawn, why didn't you think about the fact that you were going to have to build out here when you built that scaffolding? Well, I did, actually. You'll notice that I've got terrain blocks built into this. Right? That's why I built this with terrain down here, so that I could actually come out this way. Like this, and then I can throw in overhangs. Actually, I only need to come out 1, don't I? Because I can build them there. So yeah, do it like that, and then I can have overhangs coming out this way. The only thing I don't like about this is that I haven't got an overhang coming out of the center, which it makes for a better structure. Like it just works if you're coming out of the center tile. So well, let's make it happen. I've got to be able to figure this out. So if I get rid of those 2. And then I add a couple of verticals like that. Right, so yeah. And then, and then I have that there, and then another vertical there so I can get to this. And then, yeah, cool. I don't know, I love a bit of problem solving. You know, I was joking about, like, just covering the entire map with scaffold. Starting to seem more and more sensible the longer this goes on. Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to do it. I shouldn't say I'm not going to do it because, I mean, I can see an argument for it. Right, I've got a lot of pipe work to do. I'm also going to put a tube station down here because I think it might be more efficient than the scaffold. The scaffold might come in handy later, but I think we can certainly get started with the tube. It'll be a bit faster as well. I'd also like to get an industrial pile in here. So maybe we prioritize this. Let's say this part here is highest priority. Is high priority. And we'll say this is highest priority. And let's get that built and let's see how they get on with doing this. I changed my mind. I'm going to put the industrial pile there. And the reason that I've moved it over to there is because now I've got space to run the tubeways down here and have another tube station down here, basically the same setup. Right, let's get you set up, prioritize you, and obtain dirt. I guess there's... oh, the bad tide has ended. I guess there's no point waiting. Let's get this this other tube station in. So the other tube station's going to go there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, any reason not to put it there? I can't, you know what? I can actually think of a reason not to put it there. I can think of a reason to move that one forward as well. But you know what? That's something we'll come to later. What am I doing? I'm going to run this forward, aren't I? Yeah. So let's run that forward one. And then I want the station. And then pop the station there. Okay, cool. Right. I guess we can prioritize all that, can't we? Yeah. Why not? How are our proportions looking? Oh, you see how we've kind of got this sweep upwards from there? Oh, I like it. I like it. I'm thinking that this outer wall is going to be 3 high. If I want it to look a bit more imposing, then I can take this down a level, like just 1 tile, and make this. But I think this floor behind is going to stay at this level. I mean, we'll kind of see. We'll kind of see. It is looking good. I like that just that kind of curve there. It's kind of cool. Okay, I think it is time to talk mountains. Right, let's pause the game. Let's bring this down, get rid of the scaffolding because we need to be able to see. Okay, everybody who's seen Minas Tirith knows that there's a great big mountain spur sticking out the front. Right, oh, that's what we're going to do now. So let's grab terrain blocks. I'm thinking it comes out from there. That's what I'm currently thinking. So let's turn it around that way. Okay, fine. We can do them both the same way. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I'm also thinking that I'm going to have a support wall coming out here because this is going to be hollow. Yeah, that's the current thinking. Okay, so let's bring this out like that. And can I do this? I can do this in one go. Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Right, and then bring this out the same. So bring that out. Can I do all 3 in one go? So I'm stepping in one there. Yeah. And then, I can do it all in one go. Thank God, because there's quite a lot of it. It goes up a lot of levels. That tube station's going to have to go, isn't it? It's right in the freaking way. Do you need it now, Sky? No, I don't think I do, actually. Not now I've got that one down there. So maybe that goes. Yeah, there's no maybe about it. Boom, it's gone. That means that I don't need those, which means I don't need these platforms either. So those can go. You should have done it from the bottom, Sky. You would have got rid of all 6 of those tiles in one go. I know, right? I'm such a maroon. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, terrain tiles. So we do the same thing here. We step in one, flip this around, and then am I going to carry on the support? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're down to 5. No, don't need the support wall at this point. So we can just do those and then bring it up all the way. Oh, this is going to look Well, I hope it's going to look... It should look epic. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So then we come down to here. Now I've got a problem. Well, I can't really get rid of that, so we'll just have to work around it for now. Oh, thank God. I can actually put that in there. All right, cool. Can I? Yes, I can do this. All right, so again... Oh my God, how high have I got to go? The answer sky is very, very high. Good God. And come up like that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So leave a 2 gap. And then... All right, cool. Now we're down to here. And of course, my blooming thing is right in the way. Oh, you pain you. What I want to do here is I want to come out here like this. That's going to be the tip. So just the tip there. And you know what? I'll put in what I can, and I think we'll get kind of the impression, the general gist of it. Now you can see why I still wanted the scaffolding up here, even though I was building this stuff from down here. Right, is that... I do believe that that's done. Okay. Am I going to cover it over at this point? I'm kind of tempted to cover it over just to kind of show you. Go on. I may end up taking it out so that I can faff around and do things. But go on. We'll show you. Why not? Well, there it is. Okay. Now it begins to look like Minas Tirith. Oh, good grief, that's going to be awesome. But I tell you guys, this is still the early days. This is going to look completely different when I actually finished it. Well, they're down to the last few tiles. And as you can see, this has been flying in. Here we go. Next couple going in. Boom, boom. 3 to go. Oh, man. That is so cool. That is so cool. Instead of cooing, maybe I should do some stuff. If we go down, maybe to there. Yeah. I'm going to put in the central pillar. So let's throw that in. If I drop this down a little bit. I'm actually thinking to bring the tube weight up here. Right, I'm just finishing off putting in the central core. So I need to put these tubes going out here. Now, this is going to enable all of the tubes that are going up and down to, like, so that somebody at a tube station down here can come up here and they can intersect and go over to any of the other tube stations. I'm probably going to repeat this design on the lower levels, but I'm throwing it in here for now. It means that they don't have to go outside and go around this ring around here. So this is going to be a bit quicker. I mean, it's not massively quicker, but it's a bit quicker. Right, have I finished that? No. Yeah, don't build and talk. Right, now that is finished, I think. Yeah. Okay, so then this goes up like this. So we've got the central core and then the tubeway going up, up, up. Now here, I've put in a little arrangement so that I can run the tube like out here on a little spur and bring it up somewhere at the back. That is the plan anyway. But I was just kind of testing it out and making sure that I had a little something to allow me to do it if I wanted to do it in the future. Right, bring that back. There we go. And yeah, that then comes up to the top and just pops out there, and that's fine. Okay, cool. I'm not even sure I'm going to put in a tube station here at the moment, but I've got it there in case I want it. Right, so they can get on and get that built. They've basically finished all this stuff around here. Should I dynamite this now? Yeah, go on. Let's have a little bit of nighttime. Boom, boom. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Cool. And then we still need to dynamite this down a little bit more. So that's got to go. That's got to go. This has got to go down too. All of that. And then actually, let's see. That bit's... Yeah, this has all got to go. I was wondering what level I was on. I was like, which level am I on? Oh yeah, I'm on the bottom level. Oh, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Right. Well, what was I going to do? Oh yeah. I was going to start thinking about the back of the mountain. Oh yeah. So let's pause the game for a second because I'm going to have to play around with this. So let's get terrain tasks. So let's assume that the mountain like carried on in this vein. Vein. So I did that. Or vein. No, all right. Never mind. Suit yourself. So let's see. Actually, it's fine. It's close enough. So that would come back like that. But I'm wondering if the mountain should kind of like curve out a bit more like this. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So maybe this starts to come out in smaller increments as it goes on. So maybe we could. So that should actually be like one further forward, shouldn't it? So maybe at that point we change to 3s. So let's see if we go 3, 3, 3. But maybe at some point that needs to shorten to 2s, I guess. Maybe here it shortens to 2s. Let's go. Let's take those out. I really need to start using the shift key sometimes. So let's try. So if we start coming out in 2, so 2, 2, 2, maybe another 2, and then 2, and then so like that. Oh, yeah, I've got to say, I'm kind of liking that. It could come out even more sharply, but I think that's looking probably about right, isn't it? So it would be something like that. Now, obviously, this is very smooth and regular, and I would rough it up. But yeah, broadly speaking, I think that's kind of what we want. Okay, now my question is, do I build this part hollow, or do I just fill it in with terrain? That's a good question. That is a very good question. I honestly think I just fill it in because it's going to be quite a pain to build otherwise. So yeah, let me rip off this roof. Oh man, that's a fair chunk for them to put in, but that's manageable. The thing is, I've actually just set up a pole because you can kind of see that I'm gonna have, like, if I build this out like around here, I've got a massive, just massive chunk of terrain to put in, and I could throw this in with the dev tools in like a couple of minutes, and then I could spend some time decorating. And the thing about decorating the terrain, like over here, right, it's like until you actually build it, it's very difficult to see what exactly it's going to look like. And this, it's like I want to put bits in, take bits out, and play around with it. And it's very, very time consuming. With the dev tools, it's way quicker than like, let me put a bit in. Oh no, I don't like that. Now I've got to dynamite. So I've got to wait for the beavers to build it. Then I've got to dynamite it out and put something else in. And it takes forever. It's one of the reasons why I kind of haven't tackled this yet. Because it's going to take hours and hours and hours to put this terrain in. So, so I've put a poll out asking you guys what you think of where it's just decorative terrain, like purely decorative terrain. So no buildings, no actual map objects like adding water source around. Just literally building the terrain up to create like a decorative mountain. Should I be allowed to do that? Because then I can just go off cam, throw it in, tinker with it, and go, there you go, cool, that's our terrain. And then get on with the interesting stuff, like building stuff like this. So yeah, if you want to weigh in, go and check out the poll, which is on my channel. Okay, that's a fair amount of building, so I should probably let them get on with it, shouldn't I? We're starting to get a little bit low on dirt. Look at this, we're below 1,000. They're They're going to be using that up fairly quickly, putting stuff like this in. Right, let's go over and let's speed up our excavators, shall we? Now, I just need to be careful of my science. Let's see. I've turned this one off because I'm trying to keep the bot numbers down at the moment. Once you get over like 200 beavers, like beavers and bots, you start to slow the game down. So I'm trying to keep it around the 200 level as long as I can. I'm pulling in 10 science per hour from the number cruncher. These control towers take 3 per hour. So I could potentially put a couple in over here, couldn't I? Boom. In it goes. Okay. Yeah, you're going to regret that, Sky, when you want to put in some more excavators. Yeah, probably will. You're not wrong. Let's prioritize getting those built. I regret most of the things I do, to be honest with you. I'm looking at that now and thinking, actually, should I put it there? I'm very tempted. Pause. Sorry, beavers. I've changed my mind again. Right, get rid of that. Yeah, it's going there. It's going there, and it's going there forever, and I'm never going to move it ever. I promise. Unless... No, stop. Okay, it is cycle 78, day 2, and they've done, I think, all the bits that... Yes, they've done all the bits that they can do. Cool. How does it look? And the answer is, yeah, I'm quite pleased. I think that's a reasonable shape we've got going on there. That it's something that I can build on. So yeah, very happy about that. I was going to do something else, and oh yeah, I completely forgot what it was. I was going to put the roof on. Yeah, I'm going to put the roof on. What? How do I want to do this? I want to put that support wall in, don't I? Yeah. So we have, flip it around, we have the support wall going on there. Now, how far do I need to come with it? I need to come to there, don't I? Yep. So bring that up to that height, and then I should be able to do it all in one go. Yes. Zip, zip, zip. Okay, cool. That's the supporting wall, and then we can just fill the roof in like that. Awesome sauce. That goes across there. Flip you around. And then we can do that bit. And then we can do that bit. Awesome. Am I going to do this bit up here? Yeah, I am. I'm going to go crazy. You want to go that way, Sky, you lemon. Why can't I put that in? Yeah, God only knows. Yeah, that goes in there. Yeah, I can put it in. Good. I was worried then. I was thinking, that's not going to go in. Why? Okay, cool. Oh, good Lord. Wow. Once that's filled, yeah, that really starts to look good, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Right. I've put a section in here, which they can be getting on with, but I thought I'd show you this. Yeah, pause. So we're going to do this section round here. I'm going to have to get rid of this bridge. So that's just got to go. Boom. Okay, let's see how this works out. So that's my center point, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. So the way this wall works, we're up to a diameter of 61 tiles out to this point. And so, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so that's our center point for this section of wall. So the pattern goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's 4, 3, and then it goes 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh, and then it hooks up with that. Okay, yeah. No, that's absolutely right. Good Lord. Well done, Sky. So, actually, no, where is the center point on this one? No, that's the center point on this one. Okay, so... we come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, and then it goes 2, and then 3. So that would be, oh good Lord, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that bit's hard to do. That bit's very hard to do. Maybe I'll have more luck going this way. So what's that? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this bit's easier. 1, 2, 3. And then it's 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, cool. And then a 3, and then a 2, and a 3. 7, 7, 7. That's a 2 and a 3. And then it should join up with a couple of 2s. Like that. Whew, okay. We've almost got the outer perimeter of the 6th level. We've still got to put the outer perimeter of the 7th level in, but that's going to completely destroy this here. I can have this running while I'm talking. That's going to completely destroy like half of that. It's also going to take out my storage here. And yeah, and I've got to get rid of the log storage as well. Well, despite this looking as cool as all get out, frankly, I feel like I haven't made that much progress. I've spent a lot of time like laying stuff out and also doing some research and making some plans. I have got something so freaking cool for you in the next episode. It's to do with the water in the reservoir. I'm not going to say any more because I'm not going to give spoilers. But there is one thing I've just thought of that I need to do, and I think I can do relatively quickly, so I'm going to do it. And that is, pause. We have a potential bad water source here. So during a bad tide, we get bad water spilling out of here. Now, I could just throw it off the map, but that's not what I want to do. I want to use this. I mean, you've probably guessed by now what I'm going to do is route it across here and dump it into here to give us even more water going through our power system and generate even more power, which would be awesome. It's like just power for free. The question is how I get there, and also corruption. Like normally I don't worry about corruption, but now I'm kind of concerned about it. I'm not sure why I'm concerned about it, but I feel like I should be concerned about it. What I'm going to do is bring this out like this, and I'm going to do it with levees. Why are you doing it with levees, guy? Because I think if I do it with levees, it'll protect the soil from the corruption. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Okay, I need a level, don't I? Yeah, that would be a very good plan. So let's see. This would have to be... the channel would be at that level, wouldn't it? Yeah, so up 2 tiles. So we'd have levees like that to form the channel to carry this along. Now, I can't... Well, I mean, inside here, because this is going to be all mountain, inside here, it's going to be in a tunnel. But, like, probably when it gets out here, it's not going to be in a tunnel. I've relayed the dynamite to accommodate our channel, our new channel design. So we can blow that, and blow that. Well, they're almost done. Just these last, like about 8 tiles to go in. But we are sealed up now, and the way I can tell that we're all sealed up is, look, no corruption here anymore. Which is, I'm seriously very, very happy about that. So all I've got to do is put a lid on that before I seal up the mountain. And we've got all of our bad water out. No corruption. Oh, yes. Have they finished? No. I was stalling for you, beavers, and you've let me down. Here we go. Last 3. Oh, come on. Finish 1. I'm like, it's a lot of logs. I don't blame them. But we're gonna watch it till the last one goes in. Here we go. And really? How many are we short? 2 logs. Here he comes. Boom. And it is done. Let's crank this up to the top level, and we'll actually slow it down a bit. So now I can't show you this because obviously we haven't got a bad tide at the moment. There could be a bad tide in a little while, but essentially I've run out of time. I am way late on this. Let's have a look. Oh, this is going to be very cool when it's in. God, that's going to solve me some problems later on. Okay, well, you know what? We have got some stuff done. I feel much better now that's in. We've got this. The spur is done. We've got the back kind of sorted out. We've made some decent progress on getting the lower levels done. Wow, and I have got a fantastic idea for the reservoir. You are going to love that. Seriously, come back for the next episode just for the reservoir issue. Okay, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. This has been a little bit stressful today, but I've still thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.